I grew up in a small town in Italy, surrounded by history, art, and family traditions. But deep down, I always dreamed bigger. I wanted to live in New York, study there, and make my dreams come true. People told me it wouldn't be easy, but I believed there had to be an easier way. Luca had always been fascinated by the idea of living in New York. The movies, the bright lights, the fast-paced life, it all seemed like the perfect place to chase his dreams. One day, he made the decision. He packed his bags, said goodbye to his family, and boarded a plane to the United States. As the plane took off, he looked out of the window, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. This is it, he thought. My new life begins now. The dream versus reality. When Luca arrived in New York, it was everything he had imagined: skyscrapers touching the sky, yellow taxis speeding by, people rushing through the streets, lost in their own worlds. It felt like stepping into a different universe. The moment I landed, I felt like I was in a movie. The lights, the people, the energy, it was everything I imagined. But reality hit me fast. Finding an apartment was a nightmare. Rent was sky high, and landlords were asking for paperwork he didn't have. The subway was confusing. He got lost more times than he could count. And his English? Well, let's just say he made a lot of embarrassing mistakes. One day, at a restaurant, he tried to ask for a fork, but his pronunciation was off. The waiter looked at him, confused. "You want a foot?" Luca's face turned red as he realized his mistake. He laughed nervously and pointed at a fork on another table. The waiter smiled and handed it to him. Despite these small struggles, Luca remained optimistic. It's all part of the adventure, he told himself. The turning point. As weeks passed, the reality of being alone in a new country started to sink in. University was harder than he expected. The classes were fast-paced, and his professors spoke quickly. There were days he sat in the library, staring at his books, feeling like giving up. Maybe I should just go back home, he thought. But then, something changed. One evening, he met an older student named Daniel. Daniel had been in New York for 5 years and had faced similar struggles. "Luca," Daniel said, "success isn't about finding the easy way. It's about growing through the challenges. You need to stop looking for shortcuts and start embracing the journey." That night, Luca couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about what Daniel had said. Maybe he's right, he thought. I need to stop waiting for things to get easier. I need to work harder, push myself, and make this dream happen. The next day, Luca changed his approach. He started practicing English every day, listening to podcasts, watching movies with subtitles, and forcing himself to speak even when he felt shy. He found a part-time job at a small cafe, where he interacted with locals and improved his English even more. He made friends from different countries, each with their own struggles, and together, they helped each other adapt to life in New York. Slowly but surely, things started to fall into place. Achieving the dream. Months turned into years. Luca's hard work paid off. He became more confident in his English, his studies improved, and he even landed an internship at a major company. The day he received his diploma, he stood on the stage, holding it tightly, his eyes filled with tears. Looking back, I realize I was searching for an easy way, but the truth is, there is no easy way. The only way is to work hard, never give up, and believe in yourself. That's how you make dreams come true. As he walked out of the graduation hall, he looked up at the New York skyline and smiled. He had made it. Final message. If you have a dream, chase it. It won't be easy, but that's what makes it worth it. And remember, sometimes, the journey is even more important than the destination. Luca's journey wasn't about finding an easy way. It was about growing, learning, and becoming the best version of himself. And now, he was ready for the next chapter of his life.